guys again. In the previous video we just create previous videos actually we created API gateway and then we create account service. In the third video that I'm going to show you now, I'm going to create some functions or ways to actually communicate from API gateway to the account service. Okay, let's see how we can just do that. Okay, in our gateway, API gateway, at first we have to add some files to start making communication to the account.service. So we added a RabbitMQ, but in a Nest CLI there are some helpers that we can use actually to make our code to be written a bit faster. It has some commands. It says generate. It generates and modifies files based on a schematic, or a schematic, whatever you call it. In generate, I'm just going to, okay, sorry, I guess something has been stopped. Okay, so I'm just going to say, okay, API gateway at first. We are in the root directory of the API gateway. I'm just going to write nest and generate module. We're going to create a new module, okay, in our project. I'm just going to call it account, same name as the account service we added before, okay? So nest generate module account. When you run this code, it will create a file called account, which is actually a module. Inside that there will be some code already built in and a written code module. So our module is ready, but it needs some other files either. Okay, I'm just going to add a controller to listen requests coming to the controller API. Okay, so we'll generate nest generate controller. Okay, very cool. It added account.controller aspect.ts as usual, and of course it updated our module.ts file either. Okay, so our controller has been added to the account controller. Next, I'm just going to nest generate service account. So service is not that service you think, it's just a file called service to actually write our code as a module based as a nest suggests. Okay, so successfully our nest file has been added either. So if we just look at from away a bit, we have added our account module to our project. Okay, so there will be some extra codes that we have to add to this account service to start the communication to the account service itself. Okay, so how it will just work right now. So our service has export class account service, so it's a class. Okay, every class has a function called constructor. Okay, so inside this constructor we will actually inject the client. What is this client? This client is a way we can communicate to the account service. So we have to write it like a dependency injection. So we will have a client which has a type of client proxy. Okay, so what is this client proxy, which is not known for now here. It's a type that we will set a URL and some GUI of the RabbitMQ to make a connection to the service, but it's not, of course, available because we didn't install the RabbitMQ in the API gateway either. So yeah, sorry. RabbitMQ, no, the microservice, sorry. We'll just say ls and it didn't copy for that. Remove it, then add it, it will take a little time to finish the adding package of this guy. Let's wait for it. Okay, I'm just waiting. Yeah, I'm just waiting for it. Okay, it added. So if we come here, we either choose control dot, you have other dots I guess, or just write this client proxy, which is coming from the microservice. Okay, so inside the constructor I'm just going to add, okay, this client, this client I just added needs to have set some direction to that RabbitMQ account service GUI. How it is possible? It will be available with client proxy factory, which allows us to actually create a connection to the RabbitMQ GUI or any other microservice GUI that we will use now. Okay, so what does it ask for us? It's like the other one we added in account service. It asks, okay, what's the transport layer? We say, okay, it's the RabbitMQ. What are your options? We can add just the options. We added other part, so I don't write it right now. Directly I will copy that to make sure they are the same without any typo. Okay, so this client is ready. Okay, our client is watching to this RabbitMQ URL and in this GUI. Okay, pretty easy. I'm just going to write a function called hello for now, and sorry, okay, and it will return this .client. So RabbitMQ or Kafka or Redis, we will use them as a message broker. Okay, so as a message broker we will send a message or receive messages, and I'm just going to send message. Now I will receive the message in the other part. Okay, so we will send a message to the other controller. Let's say I don't know, we will say it, okay, it has a pattern name. So imagine I just ran a hello function and I just need to add some write a pattern here. This pattern will match the pattern on the other side service. So let's call it hello from API, for example, and it will ask data from me, which should be a type of a string, as TypeScript says. So hello world, okay, or hello from API, whatever, and our function is ready to be called from here. So I will just come back to the controller of the account controller, which is ready to initiate the account service to send message, to receive APIs and then send the message. Okay, so it's class again. I'm just going to add a constructor at the top, and like always it was, we will add the account service to here. It's not injected actually this time. This is different kind of adding actually. Private account service, which is again type of account service, and it says, okay, declaration is wrong. Why the private is not being accepted? It is because we didn't put it here. Okay, yeah, sorry. So our account service is ready to use. So how we can just write a API listener here. We will just write get. Again, I'm just going to call it hello. You can call whatever you like. And get hello. You can just write get, but I'm writing with same name to not make a confusion or stop a confusion. Get hello. It will return this dot account service dot hello. Okay. So in our controller, we used account service that we added right now and call this hello function. Okay, and this hello function is sending a message hello from API, and we're using this pattern to the account service. Okay, so our job number 1 is quite done. Okay, the next thing that I'm just going to actually do, I will try to run the gateway side to see to check if there is any problem. I guess there's one problem, which is it will ask, okay, I didn't realize account module. Okay, so we have to come here inside our main app module and add it in import. It will ask, okay, dude, you have to import it, and I didn't recognize it, account module. And we are in the right folder. Sorry. Inside src, inside account module, we have added. Okay. Yeah, somehow it just has been added automatically, but I don't know. 2 imports. Just. Okay. Wait for it. It says, okay, I didn't recognize the RabbitMQ package. We had this error before. So I'm going to add this package to the gateway either. So wait for it until it gets done. We have to wait a bit. Yes, okay, so our package has been added. I'm just going to run it again. Oh, sorry. Yes, wait for it. Okay, it's going to run, I guess. Let's see. And let's start waiting. Okay, very cool. Our app, gateway is working, and of course, it's trying to get connection, a certain connection to the RabbitMQ. Cool. So for now, it's time to actually get back to our account service, because our job in API gateway is done. So let's actually close all the files, come back here, and at here, as you remember, we configured the RabbitMQ connection. We need to actually open new terminal, cd to account, and okay, remember we can generate some files or modules by using the Nest.js itself. So I'll just write Nest generate module. We can call it, for example, auth, or I'm going to identity. Okay. Nest generate module identity. Let's wait to CLI to create a new module. Okay, our module is ready. Then let's go to create a controller. Okay, controller identity again. For now, we don't need the service actually, but I'm just going to add this service file either to make a clean coding. Okay, so our identity service is ready. Our identity module is ready to get used. Again, I'm just going to check here to get sure that identity has been added here. Okay, we don't have any problem, and we are good to go. So Like the API gateway account service, I'm going to start from the service file here. Here we had some extra definitions, like, you know, we don't need actual extra definitions here because of this I didn't wanted to, you know, just create it, but let's do it because we will need it later. Okay, our constructor is ready. It will be empty for now. I'm just going to add a new function, async hello, which is return the message for now, which is going to accept from the outside. Okay. It can be not even async, just this, but we'll see it by the situation that we will get through it. And again, I'm just going to add a constructor. Inside the constructor, I will just write private identity service, which is going to actually identity service type. Very cool. So this is the important part, that how will RabbitMQ receive a message from API gateway, and the message that is going to accept is called hello from API. Okay, with hello from API message. So it will distinguish this message by the pattern we set here as hello from API. Okay, so we'll write a new function in our controller. Okay, controller receive messages. Okay, so it will accept the message pattern, which the name of the pattern is hello from API, and the function call can be even hello again. It doesn't matter, you can use any function you want with some request, or we can write the name of it as a command. Inside the request we will have the data that's coming from this function. Okay, so we have hello rec, and let's see, let's just console.log rec. Okay, and we can use identity service dot. Okay, actually I didn't prompt the hello section, so hello rec. Okay, so at here our function is ready to accept the function, our pattern and its message. So we will actually expect that, okay, we sent hello from API, it will come here, it will come here then, and will return the same message to the API gateway again. Okay, so let's feel that this will work as we expected. Okay, so I will say npm start the account service. Let's wait for it. It will do a trick and it's running without any other problem. So how we will just send requests to this account controller. There is an extension called REST. Okay, you can't use Postman either. I will use it soon, but you can just use REST client extension inside the Visual Studio Code. Okay, and if you just come here, I will come here and add a new file, for example api.rest extension. It will recognize it. Okay, it will recognize it as a file that can have some requests by writing special syntaxes that it will receive. Okay, so I come here, and if I just paste the code that I got from this extension, it says, okay, your request is post, it has URL, it has some header things, and it's a data. Okay, our request is simple get. It will be HTTP localhost in 3000. It doesn't have any kind of content type, it doesn't have any data, and that's it. So our request will go to the API gateway directly right now. Okay, so it will just return a hello, as you remember in the first video what we did. So if I just write hello, it will saying us, okay, I didn't find hello, but when I write sorry, account, it says, okay, there is some error here. So as you see, when I send it again, it says, okay, hello from API. Hello from API is being logged actually inside the account service. Okay, so if we actually successfully ran it or send a message from API to the account service, but we couldn't return it to the account service, it's because we didn't actually add the return function. And if I do this, it's still saying error. Cool. Okay, so let's see why it's no element inside the sequence. What does that mean? Very good question. Okay, no element inside the sequence. So let me check here inside the account. It says, okay, it is returning the same. It is returning the same again. Let's add this any to any. You can just set types here too. Don't forget about that. I'm just thinking to stop it and run it again. Stop it and run it again. So let's get back to our REST file and see what happens now. Okay, so this guy is ready to get requests. It actually shows the routes we can just call now. Account hello. Okay, so it just worked. You know, hot reload is not added. It's because of that. So actually, if I just come up and remove this log, it still will log, which is no. Okay. So okay, in this video we just made it to send our request from API gateway to the account service, and we could return the same thing. So we can actually start to add some complicated functions and actually directly to we say add authorization to account service and try to make register and try to log in using this service. See you in the next video. Goodbye for now.